Okay, good afternoon, everyone. And first of all, thank you for agreeing to join us on a Monday afternoon. Monday is almost always the hardest day of the week. But in Croatia, we have a 3-day week, so we're very happy. I hear in Romania it's the same situation. So Christina is very happy. But all in all, as we wind down towards the end of the school year, thank you first of all to all our presenters who have agreed to share their time, their knowledge, their expertise, and to everyone who will be joining us this afternoon. The meeting will hopefully last a couple of hours, 2 hours, but if you have to leave slightly earlier, of course, that's not a problem. We're happy to have you here with us, whether it's for 15 minutes or 2 hours, you're very welcome. I can see lots of familiar faces. If you have any questions, I'm kind of on my own moderating this webinar, but I'm sure if you have any questions and I am unable to answer them, any one of my fellow presenters will be able to do so. So my name is, I always say in English, it's Anita Simak, but in Croatian, for all my Croatian colleagues, it's Anita Šimac. And I am the new featured group moderator for the eTwinning group, Learning for Sustainability and Green Skills. I'll be telling you a little bit more about the group in maybe 10 minutes or so, but for the beginning, I wanted just to give you bits and pieces of information. I'll be presenting the presenters very shortly in the beginning, so you know who is with us today. They will maybe say a few sentences about themselves when it's their turn to speak. And then I will go back to telling you more about the group and why you should join the group and why it's so important to join this featured group. There will be an evaluation form, which I will share a couple of times throughout the webinar, just in case you have to, as I said, leave earlier, so you can fill that in for us, please. Or the form is not anonymous if you want to receive a certificate. So to kind of have everything done all at once, I've made one evaluation form with all of the presenters on the form. You'll just be asked 3 short questions to, answer how wonderful everyone was, how interesting the presentation was, and then if you could write your name and surname and email address, I will make sure you receive the certificate tomorrow. Okay, so that's it. Does anyone have any questions before we start? No, everyone is looking very serious, which is always slightly worrying, but I will start sharing my screen and then we can start with the presentation. As I said, if anyone has any problems with the screen sharing or the presentation, it's not an issue. I can do that. I will just ask, I don't know, Margarita is the first image that I see as I share my screen. So maybe if she could just tell me, or Christina, if everything is fine, if you can see my screen. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And it's a Canva presentation, so that's good. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Let's start. So, this is the first featured group webinar that I am holding as the new group moderator. I'm hoping to hold various types of get-togethers, whether they are webinars or maybe conferences, just getting together over a virtual coffee. The role of a moderator is done as we see fit, because there are 19 of us within the European ESEP platform. Each group moderator has his or her own kind of character. So if you're part of any of the other featured groups, you'll see that everyone tends to moderate them as they see best. So this is my group. I'm the moderator since March, so very, very new, although the group has been around for quite some time. These are just some of my thoughts with regards to why I believe this is one of the most important groups on the actual platform, and how empowerment through knowledge is really key. I'd like us to be as active as possible, share our best practices, help each other so that it's a proper group of interaction, engagement, and cooperation. So I won't read what's on here. More of this will follow later on. Of course, the key topics in sustainability in this day and age are connected, of course, to the renewable energy, environmental conservation, and ensuring that we and our students develop green skills, which are crucial in and outside the classroom itself. And because of the importance of this topic in our school, in our local community and the global community, I'm happy to say that all of the presenters I asked to share their experiences, they all said yes. So I'm hoping that they don't find it daunting, that they agree to do this again at some point in the future. But just a few words about each of the people that will be presenting today to follow. And as I said, they will give more of an introduction when it's their turn to speak. So the first speaker is my colleague from my school, one of my closest friends. She's a geography teacher, and because of our mutual love of ecology, everything related to climate change issues, Renata will be presenting the eTwinning project that we are working on at the moment. The presentation itself is called Mapping Our Way to Zero. Following Renata is Anna. Anna is someone that I've been working with for many, many years. Each year she agrees to do a project with me. She teaches in a primary school. Every one of the projects that we do, she encourages over 100 of her students to collaborate and practice their English and learn new skills. She's truly one of the most hardworking teachers that I know, and she's a very good friend of mine. So thank you, Anna, for agreeing to continue the presentation of the project that I mentioned before, which is called Zero Heroes. Unlike Renata, she will be concentrating on an actual activity that we participated in, and it's called Mindful Meals. So whereas Renata will be talking more in general about the project and the importance of climate change issues and geography, Anna will be focusing on an actual activity, and she will talk you through how the activity started, the very first phase, and then right through to the very end. Then we have Christina. Christina is someone I've known for, I think, about 10 years now. Again, one of the most dedicated teachers, one of the most creative teachers, even though she's a physics teacher. I say even though, I know she'll probably laugh at this, but she just shows that physics and ICT teachers are very forward-thinking, creative, and again, she's always on the forefront when it comes to science projects, awards, and we try to do projects in eTwinning and Scientix. We all have been collaborating in many spheres and in many ways, and hopefully we will continue to support each other in many years to come, Christina. Okay, this beautiful lady, Margarita, she is, I say she's a kindergarten teacher, but she's much more than just the role of a kindergarten teacher. As you can see, she is a scientific advisor to the Deputy Regional Governor of Education of Central Greece. This sounds very important, and it is, and it just goes to show how important the role of education is to the region where Margarita works. Not only is she a very successful advisor, award-winning eTwinner. I'm not sure if you know, but she has won many eTwinning awards, and the latest one is for the best European project for the age category that she teaches. So Margarita's project is the best project this year, and she will be recognized and receive an award. I do believe it's in Brussels. I'm not sure when, but she will tell us when it is exactly. She's a Scientix ambassador and EU Code Week leading teacher, many things which she probably hasn't included. But if you ever want to collaborate with her, she's always very open to collaboration. Then we have two teachers who are actually in class at the moment, so they probably won't hear me talking about them, but they will join us when it's their turn to present. One is a fellow mathematics teacher, Ivana. She's the lady on the right-hand side of your screen, and she always works closely in many projects with her fellow colleague, school colleague, who is a teacher advisor of biology. And they have a very interesting topic to present to us called From Field to Table. Then we have Anita and Zrinka, who are with us in the audience. I saw them earlier on. Anita is a biology teacher. She is an expert teacher advisor who for 20 years, I believe, she will correct me if I'm wrong, but nearing 20 years, if not a little bit more, was the head of the local teacher council for all biology teachers in the city of Zadar. She, no matter how long she's been working, she always tends to have a lot of enthusiasm and energy, and people are always kind of amazed and curious. even more work. Maybe it's time to slow down a little bit, but it seems that she's not slowing down. And then with her is her fellow colleague. They both work in the same school. Zrinka is a geography teacher. They are both heavily involved in the Globe program. I know there's a lot of Globe teachers as well in the audience and presenters, and they will be presenting the Eco City, a possible mission. I haven't seen this presentation, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing what this is all about. I think we're towards the end now. Antonia is an expert teacher advisor from the city of Osijek. She is actually in class at the moment and asked me to have her presentation at the very end so that she can pop out of class and present how important our school gardens. Again, one of those people that always says yes no matter what I ask them to do. She hasn't regretted it so far, and hopefully won't today. But these are our speakers from different countries, speakers from different regions of Croatia, different topics, different subjects, but all with the same passion, which is learning for sustainability and green skill. If you haven't joined the eTwinning group, I know you're all more or less in the Facebook group. I'll put the link in the chat during Renata's presentation or somebody else's, and it would be great if you could please join the eTwinning group. I will share my screen and just quickly go through the pages so you have a look to see how the group looks. Okay, the last slide is the evaluation, I think, but this is something that you will not be able to fill in now because we're not at the end. But just to let you know that the feedback is very important to me as the group moderator and to all of our presenters. So please be honest, please be open, please be positive. I'd love to hear what you thought, what could be done better, any suggestions that you might have would be wonderful. So that's my quick opening. 15 minutes exactly, I do believe. So I'm happy with that. I'm switching to my PowerPoint presentation. Margarita, is it visible now? The PowerPoint? Excellent. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm an eTwinning ambassador for Croatia. When people meet me, one of the first things they say is, "Wow, your English is so good." And then I say, "Well, the reason is that I was born outside of Croatia and I studied mathematics at UCL. And I lived there for very, very many years. But for the past 12, I have been living in Zadar, and I'm a mathematics teacher at an elementary school. I teach children from the age of 10 to 14 or 15. I'm a teacher mentor. I think it's very important to collaborate, cooperate, and help my fellow colleagues. So I'm very happy to say that I'm also head of the Mathematics Teacher Council in the city of Zadar. I love learning, as all of you do, because we are teachers. So always trying to find something learn to new. To something new to learn. I'm a Microsoft Fellow, a National Geographic Certified Educator, and for the past 9 years, I have been a Scientix Ambassador. My passions and goals are connected to mathematics, but I would say that I think my priorities in the classroom are very much connected to the social, emotional learning and well-being of my students, because when they feel at ease in the classroom, when they feel that they are being heard, truly understood, then mathematics becomes easier, not just maths, but everything that is related to education. My passion is definitely developing the students' creativity and their knowledge and passion for science and research. And one of the reasons that I think as a mathematics teacher, I was asked to moderate this group is because of all the very many projects that I have participated in that are connected to sustainability and climate change. So this is the new logo of the group. The group has been around for quite some time. It has over 6,000 members at the moment. The group was moderated by a fellow eTwinner who's from Spain. But maybe he felt, and the colleagues at the eTwinning headquarters felt that maybe it was the time to have a shuffle, and all the moderators were changed last month. And so I'm happy to say that I'm now moderating this group. Why is it important to join this group? I mentioned before how truly I believe empowerment comes through knowledge. So this is a group that I want everyone to feel as if they're being heard, where we collaborate and learn with each other. And if you'd like to connect with like-minded educators across Europe, then this is definitely the group to join. It's somewhere where you can share experiences and hopefully enhance your teaching, because no matter how much we know, we think we know, there always seems to be something more to learn because of the ever-changing world in which we live in, of course. And with the growth of artificial intelligence and just the speed at which everything is evolving, it's really important not necessarily to feel as if you have to keep up at every given moment, but if you know that you have somewhere to turn to, somebody to ask, then at least that there are people there who understand you and who can assist you. So this would be the place where I'd love for us all to put resources that we find might be interesting, activities, lesson plans, anything that you believe that could be designed to promote teaching and sustainability in education. So it is important to educate the children in our classrooms. They are those who are inheriting this planet, and all the maybe mistakes previous generations have made, they will be trying to rectify them. And it is true. I think that children are more environmentally conscious, and it's just awakening that responsibility so that they know that every small change can make a positive impact. Climate change is a crucial and a critical, if not the most pressing challenge of our time. So when we understand and teach our children how to understand and address the changes that are ongoing within our own local community, then we can prepare for the future and mitigate the impacts that are changing the world in which we live. Equipping our students with essential skills means not only teaching them algebra and mathematics in my case, but teaching them that sustainability and all the transversal skills that are connected and intertwined within all the subjects that we teach will really empower them to make proper, informed, responsible decisions. And these are all crucial for fostering a sustainable future so that the planet that we live in stays as green or even greener if it's possible. I wanted to give you a sneak peek of the group itself. So I think I will maybe just quickly share my stop sharing the presentation and go to the screen itself where the group is. I was hoping to engage members of the group in monthly activities. Now, this does not mean that I'll be organizing a webinar every single month, because I think people probably get very bored of me and me talking every month about sustainability. But anything from interactive discussions on forums, debates, networking. If any of you have a suggestion about an expert you think would be willing to share their views on climate change, that would be wonderful. We could perhaps create lesson plans together, something that we could each use, or maybe even use as a base and then modify for the subjects that we teach or the age groups that we teach, and creating a library of resources from articles, videos, any kind of tools that you think would be interesting. That would be great to share within the group. And then that everything is there in the one place where you can always access it, and maybe even find someone to work on a project with. Okay, so let me just quickly go to the group itself. Anna, I can see your face. Can you see the page? Great, thank you. So if you haven't joined the group, I will add the link in the chat after I've stopped talking, which will be in a couple of minutes. The pages have been slightly changed because, as I said, as a new moderator, I wanted to leave my print on the group. The pages that you see under number 7 and 8, the ones in block capitals, those are remnants of the previous group moderator. I didn't want to delete them, but everything that the previous moderator did is under those numbers. The rest are more or less my pages. So just a little bit about the group, the activities that I'm planning, resources where you can put information on. I'm hoping from the autumn to focus on one sustainable development goal each month. So maybe if you're doing something that month related to a specific SDG, you could share your photos, disseminate the work that you're doing. This is the platform where you can disseminate all the great work that you're doing. It doesn't have to necessarily be about eTwinning, but it has to be about sustainability and the green skills. So the SDG focus page will have several sub pages, one for each month on the sustainable development goal we are focusing on that month. And then the online events, those are all the events that we will be doing. I actually put something there for March, which I'm hoping that all of you will just add a sentence or something on the role of education in promoting sustainability, just your opinions and experiences. If you could do that at some point during the webinar, I would be really grateful. So that's on page 5.1. And if you go to the discussion, you can add your comment on how you in your classroom foster sustainable practices. Okay, so just it doesn't look as if there's a lot going on in the group, but it's just the very beginning. As I said, there will be pages on project ideas where maybe you can find a partner to collaborate with, or projects that are actually ongoing. This is the perfect place, as I said, to disseminate them. We all know how important it is to disseminate what we are doing in the classroom and beyond to reach a wide audience if possible. So that would be that page, which is the group page. It looks more or less much like every other group page with the materials forum. I decided today to hold the meeting on Teams as opposed to the one on ESEP, just in case. But everything looks as you have been used to in the eTwinning or ESEP platform. Okay, so just a few more slides and then I will hand over to Renata, who will be presenting just the basics of the Zero Heroes project, which we have been working on since May last year. It's coming up to a whole 12 months now. And how to map our way to zero. As you can see on the right-hand side, these are just the pages from the TwinSpace, how we've organized it, the actual SDGs we are concentrating on. This year, we decided to focus on 5. 17 is an impossible number, so the children picked 5. And I will hand over to her if I can't see her at the moment, but Renata, if you will feel free to open your microphone and your camera and just let me know when you'd like me to change the slide.
Yes, thank you, Anita, for this very, very motivating presentation. Hello to everyone and good afternoon. I hope you hear me.
Yes.
Okay. So my name is Renata Cvetkoski and I'm a teacher in primary school Petar Preradovic, where I teach geography. Today, so I'm very happy to present you a highly educational and timely project that was carried out on the eTwinning project platform. The project you are about to hear brought together several colleagues from our school, and we all had the opportunity to participate in this meaningful experience. It's important, of course, to highlight that none of this would have been possible without dedication and leadership of our Anita.
Oh.
So this project closely is connected to the 5th grade geography curriculum, especially in the areas that focus on understanding the earth, natural resources, and human impact on the environment. Through Zero Heroes, students expanded their knowledge about sustainability living, environmental protection, and the importance of responsible resource management, all of which are key topics in geography education. This project encouraged students to think critically about global and local challenges and understanding how different regions of the world face unique environmental and social issues. By participating in this project, students were able to see how the concepts they study in class, such as climate or water resources, health, and inequality, directly connect to real-world actions and global citizenship. So now I will tell you something general about this, our project, Zero Heroes. Anita, please, next slide. Okay, yes, this Zero Heroes, that's a transnational eTwinning project that explores the concept of a zero city through the lens of the Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs. Students from different countries, Croatia, Greece, Spain, and France, worked together to create practical and creative solutions to global challenges. Their goal was to bring positive change, not only to their own communities, but also to inspire a broader impact. The project focused on achieving specific zero targets connected to the key SDGs, promoting sustainability, innovation, and of course, teamwork. In the end of this project, students aimed to design a model for a truly sustainable city, a zero city, where important problems like pollution, inequality, and hunger could one day be reduced to zero. Okay. In this project, students not only learn about the Sustainable Development Goals, they become true advocates for them. Together, they co-create innovative solutions that aim for zero hunger, zero poverty, zero pollution, zero inequality, and zero health disparities. But it's not just about ideas, it's about action. Students raise awareness and inspire real change in their school and local communities. At the same time, the project helps them grow essential life skills like teamwork, creativity, active citizenship, and problem-solving skills. Through learning by doing approach, students are empowered to think critically and take ownership of the real-world challenges we all face. Okay. At the heart of this project, at the central part of this project, are transnational teamwork and student agency. Students aren't just participants, they are decision makers. So they work in international groups where they share perspectives, co-design both local and global solutions, and build strong cultural understanding. So through communication, empathy, and co-creation, students learn what it means to be active and responsible global citizens, ready to make a real difference in the world. To guide their work, students chose 5 key sustainable development goals, like this one. One is no poverty, 2, zero hunger, 3, good health and well-being, 6, clean water and sanitation, and 13, climate action. Each international group focused on one of these goals. They developed creative campaigns, hands-on actions, and digital content to raise awareness and tackle the real-life challenges related to their chosen SDGs.
Okay, sorry not to interrupt you, but on the right-hand side of the presentation, you
Yes.
can see
Pages.
the sub pages, which look the same for every one of the SDGs. So SDG 1 for zero poverty, you can see kind of the program or the frame that was done within every activity for the SDG. I don't know, Renata, if you want to say a little bit something about that or not.
Well, you said before that Anna will say about
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, I think Anna will go into more detail, but it's just this is a
There are
screenshot.
main pages, but every page have some inter page about
Yeah, the sub pages are all the same. So from the
yeah,
beginning of the brainstorming to the student agency, activity instructions, they
yes.
all followed this same process. It was
And this
very well
five
structured.
yes, and these five goals
Yeah.
was rituals. Okay. So at the end, the project culminates in the shared vision, and that's zero city model. So in this final stage, students will work together to bring all their ideas and solutions into one unified concept. They design a digital blueprint for a sustainable and inclusive city, a place where the zero targets we're talk about become a reality. This model isn't just theoretical. Students present it to local stakeholders as a real vision for future urban transformation, showing that with creativity and collaboration, a better world is truly possible. So, so Zero Heroes is more than just a school project. It's a powerful example uh, of citizenship education in action. Students engage in real life problem solving, collaborate across borders, and develop empathy and responsibility for both people and the planet. This project proves that local action, combined with global cooperation, leads to meaningful change. Together, these young change makers are becoming the heroes their cities need, building a better, zero compromise future for all of us. And yes, that's it. I hope I was okay
No,
with my
well,
English.
five more minutes if you want to say something. Um, while you're thinking, I just wanted to say that when the concept of this project came to mind, because this is something that we were thinking of for quite some time, and Natalia Titi is there, I think, in the audience, even though she is a very busy headmistress in her new school. But this is something that I talked to Natalia with, the fact that the number zero means nothing, but it means everything
Yeah,
as well. How can we use this number to represent a goal coming to, is it possible to achieve zero? Is it necessary to achieve zero? What does that even mean? So this project was quite some time in the making, in the sense that it was something that I was thinking about for a while, even though we were working on other projects. And it was very clear to me how I thought it should be conceived. But then again, when you work with colleagues from different backgrounds who teach different subjects and who are very creative in their own minds, then it kind of expands beyond what I even thought. But I think definitely that this is one of those projects that we introduced our fifth grade students to, who had never participated in an eTwinning project before, and Renata is their form teacher. And maybe if you want to say a few words how they perceived this, the fact that this is the first time that they worked on a collaborative eTwinning international project. How was their
Yeah.
feedback?
They were very happy and enthusiastic about project because they are fifth grade and that's the first time that they uh, doing something like this. So
Yes,
to you and me, they are so happy for participating in this project. You know
yeah,
that.
yeah. I think that that's how it is with most projects. When you start, you want your students to be happy that they are participating. This is a project that has lasted a year so far. The only, I think, comment they would make that is maybe not so positive is the fact that they would like to meet their fellow students in person, or
Yes.
meet them more online, or have more interaction in that sense. So that, but I think that's something that it's something that if hi, if you could turn your microphone off, thank you. Thank you. So, but I think that's what I wanted to say. With every project, that's the case. If you find the children are really enjoying it, they are interacting with other students from different countries, and the next step is, will we ever meet these? Will we ever meet these students? I'm going to pass over. Thank you, Renata,
Thank you.
very much for
So,
spending the time. I hope that we've intrigued the audience, and they will stick around to hear more about the project itself, because I will pass over now to Anna, who can. I will stop sharing now, Anna, and you can share your screen as you tell us a little bit about one of the specific activities. And as I stop sharing my screen, then I have the possibility to share some links with you in the chat. So Anna, if you're there.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
I'm here. Yes,
Excellent.
I'm excited to be here today. I'm a little nervous too, but I will try to do my best to make understand the activity we have designed to do the Zero Heroes project. Um, Today I will outline our. Wait, I'm going to share the screen. Just a minute. Can you see it well?
It's just uploading. Here we go. Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, perfect. Then today I will outline our collaborative activity on SDG2, Zero Hunger, which we have worked on with our students during January. Before explaining this collaborative activity, I want to emphasize that we promote students' agency just at the beginning of the project by asking our students which SDGs they wish to focus on for the project. And this zero hunger, this SDG was one of the list. And the activity, the collaborative activity we did at the end was mindful meals that I will explain now. As Sanita and Renata has explained, all the activities we do has the same plan and how we plan it. The strategy for navigating the project is starting for an SDG short introduction. Then in the second place, we do an activity brainstorming with the students. In number 3, we've got the students agency, the voice of the pupils. Another subpage is an activity instructions, the collaborative task results of that activity. an assessment of the task, and evaluation of the activity. Now I will explain them all. We start the activity by introducing the SDG 2, Zero Hunger, to our students using a short video in simple English. We are playing videos from a Smile and Learn platform. After the video, we discuss with our students which these issues matters, what causes hunger in the world, and what can we do to solve the problem. It's a way to start talking about the hunger in this case. In the second step, it's the brainstorming. In class, we guide the brainstorming session with the students. What kind of activity would they enjoy doing around this topic and how they would like to learn it? They make their own suggestions for actions to combat hunger and ways to communicate the problem. Then each school suggests different ideas. Here you've got, it's a little small, maybe you can see better now. This is a screenshot from the Twin Space where some of the schools involved in the project write down ideas related to the zero hunger, what they would like to learn, how they would like to communicate, and all of this is done by our students. Step 3 is going to promote the students' agency. Each country will have to do three different things. First of all, we collect one proposal from our students, a collaborative activity they like to do with partners from other countries. In my case, I've got hundreds of students working in this project. Then I try to do little groups and then we talk about the different suggestions and we vote the ones we think are better for the activity. And these are the ones we are going to share in the Twin Space. In the second place, we post the proposal in the Twin Space with a short written explanation. And when we've got all the proposals, a poll is created with the proposals and the students from all countries vote for their favorite ideas. Here you can see, yes, here you can see the poll results for the activity of Zero Hunger. In the left hand, you've got the ideas that the students from different schools write down in the Twin Space board related to the activity they want to do. For example, someone asked to do a vegetable garden, posters and slogans, create recipes using local products. And when we've got them all, in this activity, we use the tool Super Survey Maker. We write down all the proposals from the students, and the winner was the mindful meals. In the Twin Space, we've got all the evidence of the activities. What about the activity instructions? Once the most voted activity is selected, two coordinating teachers from different countries will take the lead in designing the final version of the task. We work together to ensure the activity is meaningful and collaborative. Then we publish the clear instructions and the timeline on the Twin Space so all partners can follow easily. In this case, the students vote for a recipe book and the work was the following. They will create a menu that highlights sustainable cooking by using few local ingredients. What will the final product look like? Each country will contribute a collaborative menu made up of one starter, one main course, and one dessert. For each recipe, one class writes the recipe with local ingredients and the steps. Another class will illustrate it with drawings or photos. And the third class or the third country give feedback with suggestions or questions. In this case, we made audios. Each recipe will be a collaborative creation from students in 3 different countries. Here you've got some examples. When the students finish the activity, the coordinator teachers will collect the materials and share the final results on the twin space. And here you have the result of Mindful Meals Cookbook. If you can see, if you want, you can use the QR to see the final product. We use the tool Book Creator, and here you've got all the works from our different students and countries. The sixth part, the sixth step, is the assessment. To conclude the learning event, we suggest a fun assessment like a Kahoot, a quiz, to help the students to review their knowledge with excitement, no? To be something fun. In this case, we use a Kahoot. The coordinator teacher create a Kahoot, and in the twin board, we used to put some evidence about the assessment. And here you've got the assessment of the different schools related to the activity. And to finish, we also ask the students to reflect on the experience and evaluate the activity done, asking them, what did you enjoy the most? What did you learn? And what challenges did you face? In this case, the evaluation, we did a Padlet where the students can get in and write by themselves. We use sometimes the discussion thread in the twin space, the forums. There are different tools to do the evaluation, but I think it's a good task at the end of the work, because sometimes the students surprise you. They give you good feedback, and sometimes it makes to rethink some activities for the future. Thank you all for listening. I think that together we can offer a rich and meaningful experience to our students, and we have to be creative.
Thank you,
And
Anna.
that's all.
Thank you, Anna. I've just realized that I spoke too long. I was looking at you were meant to start a little bit earlier. Now Christina's running late because I completely went overboard in
No worries,
in
I
my
won't go. No
just
worries,
looking at
it's
the
okay.
program now. I was only meant to talk for 15 minutes. I don't know what happened. I think I did the long introduction saying how wonderful you all are, and then it just kind of escalated. But Anna, thank you so much. As I just wanted to say before I hand over to Christina, I won't be long, but what we try to do, even though the concept for each activity was the same, we endeavored to use a different tool every time with regards to the activity result, the evaluation, the tools that we used, and the assessment. So it's not always a book creator, it's not always a Padlet, it's not always a Kahoot. And each activity was moderated by a different pair of teachers from different partner schools and countries, and the children worked in transnational teams. So it was a lot of organizing, but we shared it out between ourselves so that the work was not so daunting. It was shared. But thank you very much. I put the link, Anna, in the chat so people can have a look, because it's a very visually rich book with lots of audio as well, comments and recipes, and every recipe was done by a different group of students from different countries. Thank you so much, Anna.
Thank you.
See you soon. I can hand over now, Christina, to you, as Christina starts on presenting Waste to Earth, which was part of an digital, very rich resource of information for primary schools from the science. I'm right, aren't I? Yeah, Science on Stage project. So this is something that is very, very new. I saw Christina presenting a couple of weeks ago, and I said, "Yeah, right. You have to come to the webinar and present that." So as Christina is doing her presentation, I will put the feedback form in the chat, so you can maybe start filling it in for me and for the presenters, please. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Anita. So I will start by putting the link in the chat for the project I was a part of. So once again, I'm Cristina Nicolaiță, teacher of physics and ICT from Romania. I am also an eTwinning and Scientics ambassador and Code Week leading teacher for Romania. But from time to time, every year, in fact, I find another project I work in, most of them connected with the climate change and the environment. So I was working at some point in EduArctic, in Inspiring Science Education, for ESA education. And this project is the newest. I won't say the last one, because every time I say I won't involve in again in so many projects at the same time, but so the newest one is Save Our Nature, Let's Explore Together from Science on Stage. Let me share my presentation. Please tell me if you can see it.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So the project I was involved in for 2 years, it's a Save Our Nature, Let's Explore Together. It started in March 2023, and it finished in March this year. It started with 20 teachers from 14 countries. And I must confess, many of them were also Scientics ambassadors or eTwinning ambassadors. So we were like-minded teachers that wished to contribute to help primary science teachers to teach their students in a different way. So let me try to enlarge my presentation. Okay. So we worked in 5 teams. Our teams were Waterworks, from the water cycle to water protection, Ecomotion, exploring sustainable energy sources, Climate Action, how climate change is changing land, water, and ice, Flora Focus, exploring and learning from plants, and my team, Waste to Earth, compost, and the use of natural materials. In my team, I was working with Emma from UK and Tamuna from Georgia. So this project is for children to the age of 12. And if you are in need for exciting materials on the topic of STEM and the environment, you will find here a lot of these materials. For example, experiments made easy. So step-by-step guides for low-cost experiments and the videos for direct use in the classroom. They are all focused on sustainability. They are promoting competencies, and you need to try it on and get inspired. So, what our materials offer? Hands-on examples and concrete experiments with instructions, experiment and explanatory videos, editable worksheets, information on career orientation, and differentiated teaching approach. Okay, you have here some example of the editable worksheets you will find. So on these topics related to education for sustainable development, you will find materials like this you can see on the screen. They are easy to use. They can be used online, or they can be printed and used directly in your class. Let's talk a little bit about the explanatory videos. So, what kind of videos we developed? There were three types of videos. The first one, it was a video with no explanation, only the experiment with no end, and with the question for our students, what do you think it will happen next? The second video will be the video with the end and with a question for our students. Why do you think it happened this way? And the last one, the explanatory video, will explain the science behind the experiment and make connections with the knowledge we want to teach our students. Sorry, just a moment. I was trying to make the presentation larger. Okay. So, of course, this kind of presentation, this kind of videos promote key competencies like inquiry-based learning, and they are addressing all learning levels. Because, as I told you, they contain questions for students. They need to record the measurements. We have options for internal differentiation based on learning level, language level, and the social form. All materials are, for the moment, in English and in German, because the Science on Stage Europe is based in Berlin, Germany. But we are working and trying to translate in more languages. Okay. Every of the topic is then explained. Every of them have a scientific background information and the connection with sustainability topics. For example, you have here some examples of the water cycle, about biodegradable plastics, compostable packaging. This is the part I was working in. So you can find this kind of information on the materials. And this is the part I was working the most. Suggestion for career orientation. For each topic we reached during our activity, we try to find connections with STEM careers and created some activities to describe the career to the students. These are the genialists we have created. For example, the green one is for biological technician, and this is one of mine. So it contains an audio description, but also text, a video, the responsibilities of a biological technician, and all ends with a quiz where students need to check the information they received during the material. So you can find all the teaching materials on the link I put in the chat. All are free, and our slogan is from teachers to teachers. You can use them in your class, or you can adapt them for your students. And you can always join the platform and ask for information, or you can contribute to it. The last call was about STEM careers. So they need now a team of teachers to create materials to promote STEM careers. I think the deadline is tomorrow, so you are not too late. If you want to apply, you can find all the information, or I will put the information in the chat in a few moments. You still have time to join this wonderful initiative I am very fond of. Thank you very much. If you have questions, I can answer, or I will answer in the chat if you need to know more.
Thank you, Christina. I like the idea of the videos where you can't see the end, and then you ask the children. And I'm wondering how different the answers would be. For example, if Margarita asked her children who are younger age, or I asked mine, or you asked yours.
Yes,
I think that's a really good idea.
We provide different questions for different levels, so it is a differentiate approach on levels, because indeed you can not get the same answers from a kindergarten teacher or a primary student of 9 years old or 12 years. The answers will be for sure very different.
Yeah, definitely. As I mentioned before, at the very beginning, before we actually started recording, Science on Stage is one of those initiatives that I think has a great background and a lot of possibilities, and something that I need to get included.
I don't even told you about the Science on Stage festival that is organized every 2 years. I participated in the summer in August in Finland, Turku, Finland, with experiment that was selected in my country. So every country selects between 4 and 7 projects to be presented in a festival. Next year in 2026, in May, the festival will be this time, I think, in Latvia.
That's one I will try to get to.
Okay.
The one in Finland last year. I will ask Anita Mustach when she is presenting, but I think she was there.
Great.
I think she was there, so she will tell us more. But thank you again for sharing the information. And while Margarita now is presenting, perhaps you can put some of the links into the chat. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Christina. Margarita.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Just give me a second to share presentation.
Let me know if.
Yes, it's visible. Thank you.
Okay. I'm Margarita Samtian. I'm a kindergarten teacher in Greece. Recently, I became a scientific advisor to the Deputy Regional Governor of Education in Central Greece. I'm also an eTwinning and Scientific Ambassador, an EU Code Week leading teacher. And today I'm going to present you the program Eco Schools. It's a 7-step journey. This program advances greening education and global sustainability. But first, I would like to thank Anita for her invitation. It's an honor for me to be here with you. I'm also very happy to be part of this great group. And also very excited to be part of today's webinar and exchange ideas and practices with inspired teachers. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit about Eco Schools. Eco Schools are an educational program under the supervision of Foundation of Environmental Education. This program, we could say that is an international school network that encourages schools and school communities to create policies that follow the Green Deal of Europe and the key objectives until the 2050. Of course, through the action plans, the students, the teachers, and all the members of a school community are very inspired and motivated to, let's say, adopt eco-friendly practices and have a positive impact in their everyday life. So here I share a picture about the national offices of eco schools in Europe. I also shared these links with Anita. Maybe she would like to share them in the group and you can find more information in your own pace. And is important because in every country there is a different way of, let's say, document the actions and the activities that they are implemented in each school. And let's say that the award of all this effort is a green flag, which is an honor to the schools for their effort to the environmental and education and sustainability. So there are 7 steps to become an eco school. The first one is to create to form an eco committee. Then you need to carry out an environmental review. To make your action plan, then monitor and evaluate your activities, to link those actions with school curriculum, and inform and involve the school members, the school community members. And of course, at the end, you will produce an eco code. All these steps, you will see how our school started, and we are now in the 5th year of this international network, and I think it will be our 3rd time that we will win and keep the green flag. So the first step, as I told you before, is to form an eco committee. Here you can see that we created this group with local authorities. We have some responsibles from our municipality that take part, and of course students and parents are involved too in this eco committee. The second step is to carry out an environmental review. So we asked parents to record environmental or social issues in our area. We created a special wall where the students put post-its, and we tried to categorize them. And afterwards, we made the research using different kind of resources in order to understand better why the causes of these issues. So it was very important to involve the families in this process. And afterwards, we focused on specific issues that the students wanted to understand better. So we explored our neighborhood, and we visited natural spots in our area. We tried to detect all these kind of problems that we have in our area. As you can see, we also use scientific tools to investigate. And of course, it was very important to, after the visits, to record all the discoveries. So we kept the calendars and we created journals for all the data. Also, we have created our own action plan. It was important that teachers at the beginning of each year, we designed the goals, more general, not so specific goals, but afterwards when we talked with the students, they started to take responsibilities and become more active in the process. So they created their action plan with details, and of course it was very important for them to be active in all this planning. Afterwards, we started to monitor and evaluate our activities. So as you can see, all our discoveries become learning spots. We gather all the items or books, any material that is related with our topic. We also, as you can see here, the most important issue was waste management. So as you can see, we documented the waste that we found during our walk, and then we designed the recycling theme game. It was a really nice process, so students could understand why we need to recycle. And this helped us also to talk about the production line. Students presented the results to the other classes, and this way they also, this was also a formative assessment to understand if students have learned something new. And always we try to use the materials creatively. So we create posters, or sometimes these items become like a message to inform our local community. Also, we try to make hands-on experiments. Here you can see that we tracked the food waste, and we try to measure the leftovers, so students understand that it's very important to not to waste food. We also create our measuring tools. Here you can see a barometer, and sometimes we try to, with our partners in eTwinning projects or in other national level programs, to collaborate and use some pictures or other items to make visual, let's say, products that help students understand better the theme that we are implementing. Also, we do recycling games. We have a lot of other activities to explore our surrounding and our natural settings. And of course, we integrate educational robotics. We have many robots and robotic kits in our kindergarten. And in the last 2 years, we also try to train the parents and involve them in this kind of activities. Here you can see a mother that helped her son to play a game. And of course, we take part in competitions and other campaigns that help students to promote everything that they have learned. It is very important all the innovation to be integrated in our school curriculum. So as you can see, we do compost, we create learning corners based on our themes related with the environment and of course in active citizenship. We recycle and we preserve and take care of our school gardens. We also try to adapt eco-friendly practices. So we used a lot of natural materials, and this is a very important way to minimize the expenses of our school. For example, we create stone puzzles, we create tic-tac-toe with stones, we use natural pots. Here you can see we made them with pumpkins. We created with specific pieces of fabric a bag which we use during our walks. And we reuse materials to have a more fun and a more engaging school environment. Also, we use different kind of natural materials like legumes to fill backpacks for physical activities, or the parents help us to create natural play-dohs. And also, it is very important to share all this experience and new knowledge that we gain with teachers' workshop. We usually and very often make parent meetings. We try to promote everything through some open days that we organize in our school to disseminate everything through our school blog, and of course, as already said, to promote everything through campaigns, competitions, and open days. So the promotional materials are also very important. So students could take them at their homes and have their time with them. We create specific stories. We also have a seed bank in our kindergarten. So each year we recreate and preserve the gardens. It's for the circular economy. Also, we try to, as we already said, to adopt eco-friendly practices. We gave them free food packages to use them during the year. And of course, here you can see our QR codes for composting and recycling. And at the end, it is very important to create our eco code. Sometimes we co-create them with our partners from eTwinning or Erasmus projects. And also, we consider ourselves as an open school because all the time we try to have a positive impact in our environment. We plant trees. We are taking part in national campaigns. For example, here we created tree ornaments for the birds and wildlife in our and decorated during Christmas our trees.
Θα γυρευτεί μια μάχη αδεσόπιτη και τη δίνει Και τη δίνεις όταν είσαι πιο αδύναμος από ποτέ και πιο ανίκανος από ποτέ να ξαναμπείς στον αγώνα.
I'm sorry, I'm hearing something.
Yes, I think somebody. Here we go. Thank you.
Thank you. And also, we have special support from experts, for example, to create our natural soaps, to collaborate with local authorities like fireworkers, firemen, or visit special establishments like the Archaeolonis NGO to protect sea turtles. And always we find a way to make statements and promote the environmental awareness and sustainability. Here we involved our Erasmus partners to clean a nearby beach in Evia and create swallow birds, or let's say we also collaborate with higher educational levels and make open days. For example, here we celebrate the Women's Day. And also we are very close to the educational and sustainability centers that help us to have experiential learning in forests or in natural spots in our nearby area. And after 2 years of work, we received the first green flag in our school. We were very happy and honored to be part of this great international school network. And at the end, it is very important for my team to share that in local level, we have created a very big school network. And together with schools in our area, we created an environmental anthem that every class learns. And this is the ceremony where we received our green flags. And it was very, very exciting for us. Here you can see the teachers with all the green flags in Evia. I think in central Greece is the biggest amount of schools that have green flags, and we are very happy for this. So I hope that you had a taste of eco schools and the 7-step journey. Of course, all these activities are not during one school year. It's from the 5 last year, and is very important to understand that it's a way to have an evidence that you are working and promote the sustainability and environmental awareness to your school community.
Margarita, this is a presentation that you could have easily spoken about for an hour, I think, because I was making notes of things I wanted to ask you. I don't think we have the time now, so I might have to do that separately. But I like the idea of getting your Erasmus partners to clean the beaches up near the school. But it's just getting all the children and parents involved, and the children from such a young age, so it's really normal and natural for them to recycle, reuse, and all the 7 R's that go into all the enormous amount of work that you do. It just goes to show how much energy it takes, and how much you do, and how happy the children are when they are using their hands. And I saw them digging and planting and all these things. So that's great. I might, if you agree, in the autumn, ask you to come back and maybe do something a little bit longer, and maybe share more, if you agree.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for spending the time. If you have a little bit more time, stick around a little bit more. Thank you again. And if everyone could just please fill out the feedback and signature list, which is in the chat, but I will post it again. I think our next presenters are ready. It's Irina and Ivana. Are they there? Please tell me that they are there because I saw them enter. If not, then I'll have to, I feel like a proper teacher now. If you're not there, I will ask someone else to step up. Irina, are you there? I know she's there. She just needs to turn her microphone on and her camera. Does anyone have any? Can I? Antonia wants to. Antonia will give them maybe a minute or so. I know they are in school. They are in school at the moment, so maybe as they're getting their laptop. But if they don't join in the next minute, maybe you can go. You're so eager to present. Thank you, Paraskevi, for being with us. Here we go. Here they are.
Hi.
Hello.
We are in a school, so we are a little late.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you for taking the time to step out of the classroom. Would you like to say a few words, and then maybe you can share your screen?
Okay. So we are greetings you from Zadarski Otoci. It's a primary school in Zadar. We have this school in a town, and also we have a few schools in islands. So we are quite dislocated. My colleague Ivana is teaching mathematics and STEM, and I'm teaching biology and chemistry and also STEM. We have also Globe here in our school, just like colleagues that are coming after us.
Thank you, Irina. If you can try to share your screen.
Am I sharing?
No, I can't see anything at the moment. Here we go. It's loading up. From field to table, we see.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Thank
see?
you. Yes, Ivana will be in the chat if there are any questions, so she will be answering everything there, and Irina will talk us through. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. So we will represent our workshop from field to the table. And our workshop is actually a part of the handbook, which is published by Agronauta. Agronauta is one like association from island of Murter. And this is actually a handbook for informal education of the youth people about lots of things. So they have like 8 of modules, and we will represent this module number 7. It calls Održivi poljoprivredni i prehrambeni sustavi in Croatian, or in English it will be something like sustainable agricultural and food systems. So all of these topics are really useful, and we could use them in a school, like in a secondary school. We could use them in a debate for classrooms. You could use them on Erasmus. I also use them on Erasmus. I put the video here in presentation. I have Erasmus last summer in Lovinac. It's near here in Lika, part of Croatia. I have a group of scouts from Croatia, from Serbia, and northern of Macedonia. And you could also, with this, encourage young people for discussion and for thinking. So something about sustainable economy before everything, because everything here is connected with this. I put something here so you could read, and also I would just say that it's producing enough food for people and fed for animals, because that is what we want, and through that we want to take care about needs for people and animals who are living now and also for the future generation. So it's not something that is just here in the present, it's something that is going through the future. And also with this we support social and economic equality. Of course, there is also community supported agriculture, which provides a market for local products. Of course, if we are talking about some small village or some small part of the land like an island, that food will be healthy. That food will keep all the money in a community in that island or the village, and everything will be good for them. So everything will be stay there. This model, which we are going to talk about, it talks with 6 workshops, and all the workshops you will find at the end of presentation. We put some slides for you. So we have one hunting games, which calls Owls and Crows. Then we have a second superfood, super or not, and we are hoping that Anita will call us again in autumn, so we will introduce you that. From field to table, that is actually tomato travel, and if you want to tomato to travel, you need first to make tomato sauce. Then we have seasonal bingo. This is also a game which we could represent to the people that everything that you could buy in like a Lidl or a Consum or I don't know, Interspar, it's not actually what people are growing right now. So that is why it's called seasonal bingo. And the last is no electricity. That is one workshop with which you could show the people how you could save and preserve everything without refrigerators and without electricity at all. So first you need to make tomato sauce. You are making tomato sauce like dividing your pupils or students into 4 groups. And for our workshop, we have farmers, traders, food processors, and supermarkets. And after you divide them in 4 groups, you could start with your travel. Your tomato could start with the travel. Of course, here is tomato, but it could be any other part of the food or vegetables or anything you want, like a piece of meat. After you divide your students in 4 groups, you give them. I'm sorry, this is just a sound from the school. You give them introducing maps. So first of them are farmers, and you talk them about the farmers. You tell them where they're living, like here. You live in a remote village, you own 20 hectares of land, you're growing tomatoes. You need to tell them what are their minuses and pluses, where they lose money and where are they getting some more. Then you have traders or transporters. You also tell them what is their job, where they are losing the money, like they need to cover all the cost for drivers, for roads. They need to come to the plantations to collect these tomatoes, and after they pick tomatoes, they need to go in the factory and deliver them. Of course, in that travel, some of the fruits or vegetable will gone. After they came to factory, you have food processors, and their costs are that they need to hire staff which are working for them. They need to buy cans. They need to canning tomatoes, and their main problem is that the price of anything today, of course, is not stable. So they need to negotiate from year to year about price of, here in our case, tomatoes. And the last one are supermarkets. And if we are thinking in a global context, then most of the producers are actually happy with the supermarkets because they are taking everything on themselves. So they need just to produce and give to supermarkets, then have no other contact with anything. And the main question is coming now. You put tomato sauce in front of the, thank you, Anita, in front of the kids, and then you say this cost 1.5 euro. How much is your share? So they need to say how much do they need to get from 1.5 euros. Of course, the best way is if you have some board or something, so you could write down farmers, traders, food processors, and supermarkets. And here on this slide, I put some initial share that I have in this Erasmus that I held last summer. So the farmers ask for 37 euro cents, traders ask for 60 euro cents, food processors ask for 25 euro cents, and supermarkets ask for 75 euro cents. When we do the maths, then we have 1.97, which is far away from 1.5. And then you need to tell them that is not good. You need to talk and discuss, and you need to came to 1.5 euros. Now I have a video from that Erasmus. If it's okay, I will try to run it just to see how kids are creative. Okay, they are talking in Croatian, but you will understand by the mimic. These girls in the back they are farmers, and this guy here, he is a supermarket.
It's not playing. Is it playing on your screen?
Yes, it is.
We can't see it.
Okay.
Maybe maybe you can share the link in the chat, and then we can all have a look a little bit later on.
Okay.
Because
yes.
we can't see anything, and we can't hear anything.
Okay. I will just go back. Do you see it now? No?
No. You stopped sharing. I think you have to maybe open it on your screen separately and then share it. Maybe if you try that way.
Copy link da u chat. Ivana will copy link in the chat.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Do you see a table now?
Are you sharing your screen?
Yes, I am.
We can't see anything.
Okay, I will go again. I think that it's just okay.
Yeah, it's starting to load.
You have
we
a
can
table now?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
This table is in Croatian because I just make a print screen from this handbook. So with this, I would like to show you that if you want to try any of these workshops, everything is ready. in a handbook, everything is ready, and it's also in English, of course. So these mali poljoprivrednici and radnici in first line, these are farmers. At the end, in real world, they earn just 10 euro cents. Traders own just 11 euro cents. Food processors earn 57 euro cents, and the supermarket earn 72 euro cents. So that's what kids need to see. It's that it's not really fair play, right? But that is the way as economy goes. So that is why I tell you that you could use these workshops in many ways. The point of them is to encourage young people to act for common good and to think global and to act local. And after they start to work and act local, that will spread around the world. This picture is also from handbook. So again, I want to show you that you could find here everything you need. You just need to go there and click it. I think this is my last slide. Yes, this is my literature, and here are the pictures that we are using. And of course, we are ready for your questions if you like to ask something.
I just wanted to say that these projects where there is real world application of biology and mathematics and proper situations really gets the children thinking, why does a can of pelati or soup cost so much, and where does all this money go? And they don't realize, I don't think even adults realize how little money goes to the actual farmers and those that produce.
And that is why we are working this. That is why I have this workshop in Erasmus. We have lots of young people here from neighbors. They did a good thing, and they have lots of fun in Erasmus, and they really learn a lot.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think this was my mistake on asking so many excellent presenters with so much information, resources, and knowledge to share to, seven presentations in 2 hours was probably a mistake, but next time we will make it a conference.
Next time we could make a conference, yes, of course.
Make it a conference in the autumn, and then there'll be more time and more information to share. Thank you, Irina. Thank you, Ivana, who is somewhere
Ivana will come.
Ivana,
just say bye. She's
give us a wave.
Bye. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you. See you soon. And now we head over to Zrinka and Anita. Where is she? I see Zrinka.
Hello.
Oh, I hear you.
Can you see me?
Just a second. No. There we go. There we go. Now, please, before you start, were you in Finland with Christina last summer?
Yes, I was. It was wonderful. I met colleagues with whom I can collaborate and exchange ideas in the future.
Yeah, excellent. See,
you can try it next year.
I will if I don't forget. But no, it's I just remembered when she mentioned Finland that this is obviously the same conference you were at. So
yes.
So that's really great. Thank you for being with us from 4 o'clock, for spending the time. Zrinka and Anita are two very creative colleagues who work a lot, as do probably all of you who are here with us today, and they will be presenting something very interesting. I haven't seen all of the presentation, but I can only presume that it will be very interesting because it's about something that's a possibility for the future and an eco city. And then after them we have one final presenter. So just a little bit more if you can bear with us. And the floor is yours, Rinka. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm Anita Mustač, expert teacher, advisor, biology teacher, and globe teacher. And my colleague is Zrinka Klarin, a teacher advisor, a geography and globe teacher, but she's a globe trainer. And we are coming from elementary school, Šime Budinića in Zadar in Croatia. This is our school, this is our city, and we want to share something about our activities in our school during biology and geography lessons about topics on climate change. Our subjects, biology and geography, have lots of correlation of topics and teaching contents like sustainable development, renewable energy sources, nature protection, and climate change. Our project is about creating a model of a sustainable city, and our students made the model of school of the future and house of the future. They suggested solutions about use of renewable energy sources, waste separation and recycling, reducing climate change, pollution, and environmental protection. Topic of the project is our city in the future with reduced impact on climate change. We have education outcomes, but we want the students raise awareness of sustainability, climate reduction, environmental awareness, digital skills, creativity, and especially teamwork. This is models of our school of the future and our house of the future. This is students on the biology lessons and their logo, Green Future and Team Green Future. You can see what they built, model of the school from nature material. And you can see our model, garden on the roof, on the building, greenhouse in the yard. The garden of the roof provides thermal insulation of the building. And in our greenhouse, students grow plants for the school kitchen, fruits and vegetables. And blocked something. In this picture, you have a picture of waste separation containers and composter. In waste separation containers, paper, plastics, and glasses are separated in our school and prepared for the recycling. And the food waste is separated in the composter and organic fertilizing for the school garden. Now you can see smart benches, charging station, and solar panels. Smart benches use the sun's energy to charge mobile phones and tablets. And charging station charge student scooters and parents and teachers' electric cars. Solar panels convert the sunlight's energy to electricity. You can see now energy pavilion base, energy gym, and eco lighting. Energy pavilion floor in the gym converts the energy of movement in electricity. And in the energy gym and eco lighting, reducing pollution of our sustainability. Now my colleague Zrinka showed a model of their students' house of the future.
Okay, thank you, Anita. So far, we have heard very interesting projects and work with the students. And in the following, I will present work of a group of students who designed and built the house of the future from recycled materials. The goal of the activity was to create a model of sustainable house that uses renewable energy sources and contributes to reducing climate change and pollution. Okay. On this slide, we can see the students' idea was to create a model of a house located on the Mediterranean coast on the karst relief on the slope by the sea. The house is carefully integrated into the nature landscape and does not disrupt the nature environment. It faces the sunny side, which brings it many advantages. A row of a Mediterranean tree was planted around the house, so soft the blow of the bura, and wind typical for this area of Dalmatia. The advantages of building on Mediterranean coast is across the sea allows you to enjoy marine activities and the beauty of the coast. The mild climate during the year contributes to high quality of life. Natural beauty make this region extremely attractive, and culture and the natural heritage, history and gastronomy further enrich life, and real estate has a high investment value. Okay. Below, I will present technologies and systems that the students use to build their house of the future. Solar panels on the roof convert solar energy into electric energy. Solar tables and bench allow the household to charge their mobile phones and other devices. And another picture shows smart lighting. It turns on only when needed, and the lights are controlled by mobile phone. Window isolation on the house ensure good sound and thermal isolation of the space, block the path of infrared rays, and let in natural sunlight. Sheep wool, a natural material that provides extremely thermal and sound insulation, was used to insulate the whole house. Next. On this slide, we can see in the house it was built a water tank which collects rainwater, which is used as a renewable source of water. This salination system converts seawater into drinking water, which improves the quality of life in areas with a water shortage. The surrounding of the house have been further refined. Vertical gardens allow for better use of small space, have aesthetic value, improve air quality, and provide sound isolation. The wind protection system is created with the roots of the provide natural protection, prevent soil drying and out, and reduce erosion.
Zrinka, if we get kicked out, I will make a new meeting link because I think we are reaching our limits.
Yes, we are in the
don't worry.
This is the last. Okay, in this project,
this is the last
students use. Okay, I'm finished. Okay, in this project, students use materials such as paper, cork material, sponge, glass, and proposed solution of a mildly friendly solution without negative impact on the climate change, energy saving by using renewable energy sources, and reducing environmental pollution and ecological footprint. This was the one project example. This was the last slide. This was also the work of the students that my colleague Anita and I did it. Also, I would like to thank Anita Shimatz, that you give us opportunity to share our work with the students. Okay, that was
Thank you.
Thank you.
our
Thank you both
project.
so much. Just in case we get kicked out, I just wanted to say that a warning is flashing. I think we're reaching
Yes.
our limit. But thank you both
Thank you.
for your time.
Also, Antonia.
Yeah. Antonia, Antonia, would you like to start just in case or say something?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yes, I can. Hello to everyone, and greetings to all of you, especially to my Globe friends, and see you soon in Vinkovci. So I will turn off my camera because of my bad internet connection and start to share my screen. So okay. It's so slow. Okay. Anita, do you see something is
No,
happened?
something is happening, but we can't see your screen. And the meeting is still on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We can see it. It's a Canva
Okay.
presentation. Yes. Okay.
Okay. So thank you, Anita, for your introduction and for your kind opening words. Anita, say everything about me, so I
Yes.
will just add that I'm an active member of eTwinning project. I usually like to collaborate on green projects, so I was happy to respond to Anita's invitation for this webinar and to join the large sustainable development group on eTwinning. My school is included in the GLOW program for 10 years. For those who don't know, I will just say a few information about it. In GLOW program, the students of our school perform atmospheric, hydrological, pedological, and phenological measurements every day, monitoring changes in our environment. We perform large number of measurements in our school garden. Our school garden is one of the biggest in Croatia, so we spent a lot of time in this green area. These are just some numbers that show the size of our school garden. The garden covers an area of more than 5,000 square meters and is planted with numerous types of all these plants. I often spend time with my students in our school garden. This is where I combine my two favorite activities, GLOW program and eTwinning. So I have often asked my students this question, how important is our school garden? But at the beginning of discussion, I get these answers. It gives us fresh air, it's beautiful, large area to relax. But when with my sub question and deepening the topic, we come to these answers. It gives us oxygen, absorbs carbon dioxide, reduce the air temperature compared to the surrounding urban area. So this school year, we decide because of all these questions and answers to see the impact of our school garden. We want to measure the impact of our school garden. We have 10 years of measuring air temperature and surface soil temperature in the GLOW program. We have these measurements in our school garden, but also in the surrounding urban areas. And we decided to compare all this data and see if our school garden really has some importance in our town. First, what we do, we choose 4 areas in our town. The 2 of these areas have not changed in the last 10 years, so nothing was built or changed on them. One of these unchanged areas is the area of our school, which is marked with number 1 on this map.
ανθρώπων της τρίτης ηλικίας.
Ναι.
Ωραία.
And the
Άρα
city
πώς μπορούμε να
center.
μάθουμε.
So we need to mute someone.
Μέσα από βιώματα.
Μμμ.
Μέσα από βιώματα.
Από
Hang on,
ανταλλαγή
hang on,
λοιπόν
hang on,
των
let me mute.
βιωμάτων. μέσα από το σεβασμό και όχι την περιθωριοποίησή τους, για να το συνδέσουμε λίγο και με τον υποευγυρία στο λέω αυτό.
Do you find somewhere to?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of these unchanged area is our school. It's marked with number 1 on this map, and the city center, which is marked with number 2. Then we also choose a rural area outside of the town, which is this one marked with number 4. And we choose a newly built area near our school. There was a forest, and now is sports hall, which is built, I don't know, 3 years ago. This area is marked with number 3. First, we use satellite images and compare the surface temperature of these areas over the last 10 years. And on these images, you can see a huge increase in both summer and winter temperatures in all areas. I have to admit this increase in surface soil temperature surprised me. I knew there was a rise in temperature. We all talk about it, but such a large and significant increase, I didn't think it had happened. I didn't expect it when I saw this. Then we collected all the air temperature and surface temperature data that we measured at our globe station, but also data from our national institution, as well as satellite data. We collected and calculate average for summer and winter over the last 10 years. And as you can see, all measurement record an increase. After that, we come to the key or crucial questions. Does our school garden reduce the impact of urban heat islands in our school? And to find out, we took action. Our students measured the surface temperature of the soil in our school garden and in the built-up area of the city. Over a period of 6 months, you can see the results here. In all measurements, the surface temperature of our school garden is lower. This difference is, of course, greater in the summer. So our school garden is very important in our town. And we won't stop here. We have planned for future. We want to see how much carbon dioxide does our school garden store. These are some of our activities for the future, measuring the high-end circumstances of trees, measuring the biomass of our grasslands, green up and green down protocols. After we get these results, our desire is to improve them, to advance them. We will definitely plant more trees in our school gardens, maybe some more activities. Anita and I have some plans for future. We would like to include all these activities in the eTwinning project, compare our results with partner schools and comparing results with school in our town. So the future is definitely one great green eTwinning project. And I know that Anita would certainly like to add something else to you about this project. So Anita, I was very short. So now it's your turn to say something for the end, because I'm done.
You're done. Okay, I will say something very, very short as well. I actually put in the chat that we're looking for partners to join our new eTwinning project. This is just a taste. Antonia presented what we will be researching, and the plans are to put everything together and apply for the new project next month. Antonia and I and all the coordinators and partners will start putting a plan together, and then we can start in September. So the real threat of climate change is something that is in our local communities and in the global community as well, and urban heat islands are a reality. So it would be great if we could compare what's going on in our cities. Antonia lives not on the coast as I do, but in the northeast of Croatia. So they are faced with very different kinds of problems. But if our colleagues from other countries would like to join us, please please get in touch. We've started planning already, and we're excited about this project. Thank you, Antonia, for finishing this finishing this off. Thank you everyone for all your patience and for sharing all your knowledge and expertise. 2 hours and 10 minutes has flown by. I've had fun. I hope you have as well. If you haven't signed the feedback form and signature list, please do so I can send you all certificates out tomorrow. I won't keep you any longer. It's been a pleasure for me to host this webinar, the first one as a moderator of the Learning for Sustainability and Green Skills group. Have a lovely evening, what's left of it in Croatia. It's very sunny. It's still daylight outside. I'm heading off to walk my dog. So goodbye and take care of yourself and each other. And I hope to see you all and speak to you all very soon. Thank you again. Take care. Bye-bye.